Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Happy Saturday. Today we are getting ourselves prepped and ready for the upcoming week. So we're gonna be grocery shopping, meal prepping, planning our week of workouts, because if you start your week off messy, you best believe it's gonna end messy. This morning, I woke up bright and early. I walked 4 miles on my walking pad, took a shower, got dressed and ready for the day, and we need to restock this fridge. So first things first, let's go to Publix. Grocery haul. A lot of stuff I already had in the pantry and the fridge, so this is just a mini restock, but let's go through it. Starting off with fruits and veggies, I got apples, lemons, limes, and then vegetables, I went with zucchini, tomatoes, onion, garlic, avocados. I also got grapes. Then moving on to protein side of things, I got eggs for breakfast and turkey bacon. Along with ground turkey, I got 3 packages because me and Trey eat a lot of ground turkey. Then I also got some chicken breast and some salmon, some pasta, and Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna put these away and then I'm gonna be meal prepping, so a lot of this you guys will see in my meal prep meals. Finally done meal prepping. That actually took a lot longer than it usually does because I was recording a video for both TikTok and Instagram, but let's get into everything that I prepped for the week. So starting off, for me, I prep for 4 days. That's the sweet spot for me. I have done 7 days in the past and the food doesn't taste good. I waste a lot of food. So I feel like prepping for 4 days is very reasonable and I know I will actually finish all of these meals. This side is lunch. I have white rice, green beans, and salmon. Very simple, very healthy. And honestly, I've been really enjoying this meal lately. For dinner, I did a chicken pasta with zucchini, tomatoes, onion, and garlic. I'm gonna add Parmesan when I actually heat it up in the microwave. And finally, for dessert, I did homemade little Reese's cups. So inside, it's peanut butter, almond flour, and date syrup, and then I just coated it in some dark chocolate. Now for extras, just ingredients to have in the fridge so I have other meals that I can make in case I'm not really feeling like these. I prepped some extra chicken breast, pasta, ground turkey. This container has diced and cooked potatoes. And then lastly, I also did turkey bacon. This will be for my breakfast every morning. But that is everything that I have prepped for this week. It definitely took me a while, but I'm glad I got it done because now I know there's no reason for me to eat out or eat unhealthy because I have all of this in my fridge ready to go. For lunch, I'm having an acai bowl because fun fact about me, after I meal prep, I never want to eat those meals the same day. I don't know why, but I just cannot get myself to do it. So I DoorDashed myself my fave. I love pliables. This time I switched up my order a little bit. So I got half acai and I usually do half coconut, but this time I did half green, like their little greens healthy base. And then strawberries, bananas, blueberries, almond butter, and peanut butter. This order is elite and it fills me up surprisingly. While I enjoy this, I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos just so I can decompress for a minute and then I'll probably journal a bit as well. While I was journaling, I was thinking about just tips that have been helping me to stay on track with my food recently because holiday season, it gets tough. And I feel like I've been doing a great job at staying on track. So I wanted to share some of the things that have been helping me and maybe they'll help y'all too. Starting off with, I used to be the biggest all in or all out mentality kind of person. So when I would have a bad day of eating, the whole day would be terrible. I'm talking, I would get Chick-fil-A for breakfast. And then I'd be like, okay, Savannah, you already screw up. Just eat a cookie. I'd eat a cookie. Then I'd be like, okay, well, let's go get ice cream because it doesn't matter anymore. Let's have Five Guys for lunch. Let's have pizza for dinner. I was so messed up with my way of eating because then the next day I would be so hardcore, not a single sweet in sight or a fried food, everything grilled, extra healthy, no carbs. I was either one way or the other. There was no in between. And something that really made me realize this was the 80-20 clean way of eating, like 80% good. You can have the 20% of bad. 100%, that's a great mentality if that works for you. Personally, that doesn't work for me because like I said, I'm either all in or I'm all out. Once I realized that, because so many people and influencers push that 80-20, which I think is amazing if you can stick to it. And maybe you guys can, but for the people who can't, I am with you. I just can't. I'm either super unhealthy or I'm super healthy, and there was no in between until finally I figured out what actually works for me. And I'm gonna give you guys the code that I've been living by that I think is helpful. Starting off with the first thing is having food prepped in the fridge. It doesn't have to be actual meal prep like I did today. It could just be ingredient prepping, but having that in the fridge and knowing that I have a carb, a veggie, and a protein ready to go, I know there's no need for me to order out, waste the food that I have, waste the money that I use to buy that food because I have healthy things at home to eat. The second thing that has been helping me a lot is prepping a sweet treat. Every weekend or every few days, I prep a new healthy sweet treat for me just to try and have on hand because I'm a girl who craves sweet treats 24/7. So I know I can't just get rid of them, but if I have a healthier version, I feel a lot better eating them and I know it's just better for my body. The last and final one that has been helping me is not buying the items that I can't have in the house. Unfortunately, I know if there's chips, candy, soda, whatever it may be in the house, I'm your girl. I'm going to eat it. So I don't buy those things or I just buy them for Trey and I tell myself, this is not for me. This is for him. He can enjoy these things. I'm not going to touch them. However, what I do allow myself to do is if Trey brings up, let's say going to get ice cream or let's go get Sour Patch together or let's go to the movies and have movie snacks, whatever it is. If someone else brings up having that unhealthy item, I allow myself to partake in it then because I know I have to learn to control my own eating habits, which is why I don't allow myself to eat that stuff because half the time I'm not craving it. I just want to eat it and my brain, I can't tell the difference. But when someone else brings it up, which Trey doesn't bring it up that often, I wish he brought up ice cream more, but when he does bring it up, I tell myself, well, this will be fun. It was his idea. I should enjoy and indulge with him. And then the next day, I'm right back to my regularly scheduled program. I wish I could tell you guys that, oh, I only go eat ice cream when I feel I'm craving ice cream, but I feel I'm craving ice cream every single day or Five Guys every single day. So I just do it and enjoy it when my friends or Trey or my family brings it up and then I enjoy those items. And that has helped me a ton because I used to consistently eat the ice cream at home, eat our chips at home, drink a Dr. Pepper every day. But now I enjoy those things. I just do them in the company of other people, as well as I know I'm still going to have them in my diet. It's just not down to me anymore, which I actually really enjoy, knowing that I am making fully healthy choices for myself outside of the few times that I really just go out and enjoy. The final thing that I've been doing to really help myself is after dinner, I immediately go brush my teeth, and that is my last meal for the night. Now, I am the type that is a late night snacker. I will eat cookies, ice cream, chips, cake, candy, whatever, you name it, another meal. Half the time I'll go eat a second dinner. I don't need to be doing that. I'm not hungry. I just ate dinner and I know that my body is just doing that because I'm thinking about food. So immediately after dinner, I go brush my teeth and that is it for the night. Now, if I am hungry or it's before bed and I really feel like, okay, I didn't have the biggest dinner, I typically will make myself a Greek yogurt bowl, or I got a really cool little ice cream maker that I put my Greek yogurt in and it makes it into an ice cream consistency. That's helped me a lot too. But typically I just know myself and half the time I am not hungry. Not even half the time. 99% of the time I'm not hungry. I'm just eating because I like to eat. So brushing your teeth is another great way if you are a late night snacker, but definitely know your body. And if you are hungry, please feed it because food is good for you. This has nothing to do with what I was just talking about, but I made my cat an Instagram like maybe a year ago, and I think I like posting on her Instagram more than my own. It's so fun. Look, I made her, this was like last year, I made her say Happy Mother's Day to me. Guys, Freya's my bestie. I love her so much. I love my Ace boy too. I feel like I need to show you guys more of Ace because you guys don't get to see enough of him. I'm walking on my walking pad and I figured since I just gave you guys some nutrition tips, why not give you some fitness tips while I do my little walk? I usually do on weekends around 7 miles, which I know is a lot, but I have so much downtime on the weekend. There's no need for me to just be sitting around. And I've been honestly really enjoying walking lately. I just feel a lot better about myself after doing it. I don't know if I've even seen truly any physical changes, but at least my mental definitely feels better. So the first thing I want to talk about is how I've been balancing a busy schedule and still getting my workouts in every day. With that, the biggest tip I can give to you guys is waking up early. Every morning I wake up around 6 a.m. I want to be a 6 a.m. wake up girly. So that's what I've been doing. And I jump on my walking pad and I walk at least 4 miles every morning and immediately lift right after. I do them back to back because I personally don't like eating breakfast before I work out, but I also know that if I don't do them back to back, I'm not going to do one of them. So I just wake up, come out here, get my walk in, get my workout in, get it done first thing. Also, you need to prioritize your fitness. So maybe you're not a morning workout kind of person. That's totally okay. But you should be blocking out time for your fitness and your workout of the day, making sure that you know from 4 to 6 p.m. that is my gym time and I'm getting it done. It's all about priorities and really picking and choosing what is most important to you. Next, I want to go into my current workout routine and what I've been doing just to stay on track and kind of give you guys an idea of what's been working for me. So we'll start off on Sunday. Sunday is my active rest day or like active recovery. It's really just whatever I'm feeling. So sometimes it really is just nothing. I just want to chill, not do anything, not even walk. And that's totally okay. Or sometimes it's like a swimming day or a walking day or a full body, whatever I'm feeling on Sundays, I just leave that open and up in the air. It's nice to know I have at least one off day. Then Monday is a hard one. So I always walk 4 miles on my walking pad, and then Trey and I hit legs on Mondays. We usually hit quads and calves. Tuesday, I usually do around 6 miles on my walking pad and I do an upper body workout. Wednesday is my cardio day. So I usually do 7 miles and I also do abs. Thursday, I do the same upper body routine again. But I've been doing a new one, which I'm really liking. So what it is I do my walking pad. I walk my 4 to 6 miles, but I bring my little 5-pound weights on the treadmill and I'll do my curls with my 5 pounds. I'll do my shoulder press with my 5 pounds and I'll do some tricep. That's really it. But I do that for the first 2 miles. Then I put the weights down and just finish the rest of the miles that I have left. But that's been a fun one and a new one I've been adding in lately. Finally, on Friday, I'm like out of breath and I'm not even walking that fast. And then Friday is my walking pad. Of course, I usually do around 4 miles with a glute and hamstring workout. And finally, Saturday has lately been my walking pad around 7 miles, but sometimes I do swimming, the pool, Pilates, yoga, whatever it is. I kind of leave that day up for my discretion, but I do have to do at least 45 minutes of some sort of workout. But that weekly routine I've been liking a lot lately. I think it's not super hard. It's very maintainable, very realistic. It usually takes me around 2 hours to finish everything, which I know that is a lot of time. So if you don't have 2 hours, by all means, pick what fits into your schedule. You could be really grinding for 45 minutes and that might be enough for you. So do what works best for you, but I have the time and I really wanted to lock in. So that's exactly what I've been doing. Okay, this is a big one that not a lot of people are gonna wanna hear, but this is the truth. You have to get off your phone, you guys. I, for the longest time, was in such denial of like how much I was on my phone, and I feel like I validated it because I do full-time social media, but not anymore. I am done being on my phone 24/7. There's no need for me to be consistently scrolling on TikTok and Instagram all day long. And I really noticed it because whenever I was bored or just like, I would be in the middle of doing a task and I would get the urge to go on my phone and open TikTok or Instagram and start scrolling. And I do not want to be like that. It takes up so much of your screen time. I promise you guys, go check your screen time and it'll wow you when you really think how much time in your day you're dedicating towards watching other people. Like I said, I do think YouTube and TV is different. Watch those all day long, but I don't know, watching short form content and scrolling, no need to be doing that. So I have been setting some screen time, what are they called? Like timers, I don't know, like where you only have like a certain amount of time that you can go on certain apps. So I have been doing that and I give myself an hour on TikTok and an hour on Instagram a day. But even that, thinking the fact that an hour of my day is solely dedicated to social media is crazy because I want my day to be solely dedicated to me. So please guys, get off your phone and it makes such a difference on your mental as well. I know I feel a lot better when I'm not scrolling 24/7. Something else that I've been doing that's really helped me is prioritizing my sleep. So I've been getting in bed around 8:30 or 9 p.m. every single night. I read my book and I'm usually asleep by 10. This helps me so I can wake up early around 6 a.m. and I'm not tired, but sleep is so important because your body actually does need the time to recover. So if you are draining yourself physically and mentally, your brain and your body need a break. So prioritize your sleep. Finally, the last thing I want to bring up, which is a big one, is falling off your fitness journey. I just want to remind you guys that is so normal. I have been inconsistent so many times. I've fallen off so many times. And it's crazy because it's literally my job and I still fall off of the grind. So it's okay. Give yourself grace and remind yourself that it is not falling off that's the problem or the issue or what you should focus on. You should be focusing on how you recover from it and what you do to better yourself to stay more consistent again. That's the biggest thing with me is when I fall off, I don't allow myself to dwell on it or for it to continue. I figure out a new plan, something that's going to work for me, and that's the new thing I'm going to try, as well as don't let it be drawn out. So like, let's say you realize you've been falling off for a week. Don't let it get to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month. The longer it goes, the harder it's going to be to jump back on. So try to nip it in the bud as best you can and make a schedule that's realistic for you. I think majority of people fall off from their fitness goals because they're setting these standards that are insanely high. Just like I said, I have the time to work out for 2 hours a day because it is my job, but a lot of people don't have that. When I didn't do social media, I didn't have 2 hours to give to my fitness. So that's totally okay, but do something that's realistic. You don't have to work out every single day of the week. Maybe what works in your schedule is 3 days of the week and you're going super hard on those 3 days. Whatever you're doing to better your health, your body, your mind, all of that is going to be good for you. Whether you can get it in every day or every couple days, all that matters is that you're doing something for you. I want to go over my workout schedule when I used to work as a server because I feel like my hours were crazy, and I'm hoping that sharing my previous workout schedule with you guys when I did have those crazy hours, maybe it'll help you and be something like a schedule that you guys can implement. So I used to work as a server at Hooters, which is a story on its own. Really fun, a really crazy job. Met a lot of amazing girls, met a lot of crazy customers, but yeah, that's a story on its own. So I worked the randomest hours. I worked pretty often. I usually worked around 4 to 5 days per week. So with that, I was very exhausted because serving is an exhausting job. I would usually work out 4 days a week. On those 4 days, I would have 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days. The workouts would only be, like my true lifts, would only be about 40 minutes, maybe 45. I focused on quick workouts, doing exercises that I know were compound lifts that were difficult movements. I only usually did about 3, maybe 4 exercises just because I didn't have that much time, but I was really working when I was doing them. Like I was locked in, making sure I am working hard, lifting heavy, and going at it. Then after my lifts, I would walk for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So in total, I allotted myself an hour of workouts 4 times a week. And I feel like that is so doable. No matter how busy you are, you can allot 1 hour of your day for 4 days of the week. You can do that for sure. Because when you sit down and you really think about how much you're scrolling on your phone or you're watching TV or you're sitting on the couch, whatever it may be, those are times where you could get up and get the workout in. I know it's hard. I know it's not always what we want to do. I know we're always exhausted, but I guarantee you doing that will make you feel better because you're prioritizing yourself and doing something for you. And whatever it is about the gym, doing hard things like that makes you more confident and overall just feel better. Even if you're tired, you're going to feel more energetic. So I challenge you to do at least an hour 4 times a week if you have a busy schedule, because I don't know, to me, it brought me way more energy. But that's it for my little workout, treadmill, and yap. I'm almost done actually with my 3 miles. So I'll catch you guys after I shower. Time for dinner. Trey and I are going to one of our favorite restaurants with him and his family. We're in a bit of a rush because I took a little too long in the shower. So let's head out. We have so much left over from dinner. They always give the biggest portion. This one's mine. I have a whole another plate for tomorrow. Then we have an extra whole to-go box of just fried rice. And then Trey has his whole meal for tomorrow as well. And then on top of that, we have a huge bag of just a bunch of sauces. I love hibachi, and that place always makes it so good. We usually actually go and sit down and like watch the hibachi show, but they were so busy and we were starving, so we didn't really want to wait for that. So we just ate at the table, and honestly, it was really good today. I don't know if it's because I was super hungry or they just made it extra good, but it tasted really fresh and delicious. But honestly, Fujiyama's always smacks, and when you're in the mood for hibachi food, it's always gonna hit. Hi, girl. It's Freya's turn to say hi to you guys. Here's her stretchies. She asks for them. Good job, big girl. Time for us to have a little girls' night because Ace and Dad are hanging out at Trey's parents. So they're just relaxing for a bit, watching movies together. But I wanted to come back home and kind of get settled down and unwind for the night. It is later than expected. It's already 7:01. Which isn't really that late, but it feels very late. Maybe because I got up early this morning. Time for me to find space for all of this in the fridge since I just cooked. Our fridge is packed out, but I'll figure out somewhere to shove this. I'm tasting the peanut butter bites I made earlier, and they're actually pretty good. I don't love them, I will say. It definitely is not a Reese's, but it's a pretty healthy close second. And I feel like the almond flour gives it some extra protein. And then my peanut butter was super clean, healthy, same with 100% date syrup. So it's definitely a healthy sweet treat. I guess I don't love Reese's, so it's kind of hard to rate. Like a 6 out of 10, like 1 point above average. That's probably a horrible rating, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I wish I liked it more. It's okay. I made these other sweet treats so bomb. They're like chocolate banana bread bites. Those are my current favorite. I have some in the fridge. I just don't feel like pulling them out. They are so good. Maybe I'll give you guys the recipe soon because I'm obsessed with them. And they're super healthy and they actually taste amazing. Like I crave those little chocolate covered banana bites. decided I'm going to take my nails off before bed. This one chipped and I just cannot stand having a crusty nail. You can honestly barely even see it, but it just annoys me. So I'm gonna take them off, and I was gonna get in bed early, but it's 7:30 and that's like a little too early of a night in. So instead, I'm going to watch my show, which has been 60 Days In. It's like a prison show if you've never seen it. Like basically regular civilians who have not committed a crime go in prison, and then they try to tell the prison staff like suggestions to make it better, or I guess more fair, or just like what they see needs reform. So it's pretty interesting, honestly. There's been lots of drama and I've been very into it. That's also what I've been watching while I walk on my walking pad in the morning. I'm super into like criminal justice, crime, like all of that kind of stuff. My major in college was actually criminal justice. So that's, Freya's biting all over my camera right now. If you see it shaking, she's the culprit. But in general, I've just always been so fascinated by like crime and investigation and forensics and like all of that stuff. So 9 times out of 10 when I'm watching something, it's usually some sort of documentary, crime, this, whatever. Yeah, that's my main interest. But to take my nails off, it's just gel polish. So I'm just gonna use 100% acetone and sit with my nails in this bowl. This is my little nail soaking bowl that I use every time. So I'm just gonna sit like this for, I don't know, 10 minutes and they'll probably all just peel off by then. I don't think I'm gonna redo them because honestly, I don't feel like it. I wanna read my book soon. And I'm just being lazy. So having no nails and like a clean, fresh, natural nail sometimes is very nice. I mean, it's not that cute, but it's finally, it is time to read my book for the night. This one I will be starting today. It is the 3rd book for a 3-part series. So this is the final book in the series. I've read the first 2. The first one is The Housemaid. Super, super great book. And they're actually coming out with the movie in December, I believe. Then I read part 2, which was called The Housemaid's Secrets. Very good in the series, I'll say. I liked the first one better. Now I'm finally on number 3. I also recently read this book called Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. If you're not a reader, you should try that book because it is so good. You can picture every scene in your mind, and the whole time, literally till the very end, is when you figure out kind of what is going on and what's happening. But I'm telling you, the whole time through, you're like racing to get to the end. Ugly Love is probably the best book that I've read this whole year. And I'm just so happy I'm a reader now. You guys, I was never a reader until this year. And I've always wanted to be because I just think it's so cute and fun when I see girls read instead of like scrolling on their phone. I don't know. I feel like that's an it girl thing to do, and I want to do it. And finally, I'm into reading. So I'm so happy. I can't wait to start this book, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the next hour before I fall asleep. But thank you guys for joining me along for today. If you made it this far, you're a real one. I feel like today has felt so long because I woke up so early at 6 a.m., but very proud of myself. I feel like I was very productive, and I'm so happy now that I have prepped all my food. I have no worries for the rest of the week because I have so many healthy options in the fridge. Now it's all just about locking in with my workouts. But I love you guys, and I will catch you next time.